All right, guys, I'm back in the shop this morning. After making the video on this Ironton dry cut saw, it bothered me that I couldn't get a consistently square cut. I mentioned in that video that you perhaps could shim it to align the blade to the table better. I was out here doing something else and I started looking at it again, and I decided to put a framing square mounted in the vise here, flat on the table, and pulled the blade guard up and put the framing square against the blade guard. And when I did that, I had a gap down here at the bottom of at least 1/16 of an inch. So clearly the blade is not square to the table, and then it's mounted to the arbor here, or mandrel, whatever, that it pivots on, and has 4 cap screws, socket head cap screws that attach it to the base. So I mentioned yesterday maybe it could be shimmed, so I started playing around with that this morning. These cap screws are 6mm, so I loosened them and I put a piece of sheet metal under here, and then I went ahead and mic'd it, and it's 33 mils. I don't know whether that's what gauge it is, but in any case it's about 33 mils. And I tried a thinner material first and didn't worry, it wasn't enough. But with this piece of sheet metal under here, tighten the cap screws back. I do get the blade plumb to the table now, perpendicular to the table. So, I don't know, buying this tool, I don't normally buy the least expensive tools on the market. I'm kind of a buy once, cry once tool purchaser, but there are times and reasons to buy less expensive tools if you're only going to use them for a short period of time, for a specific task or job. And that's why Harbor Freight's still in business. There are reasons to buy inexpensive tools, and sometimes they work out fine. So I don't know that I would buy this saw. I don't think I would buy it again. I mean, the problems with the fence being so kludgy, is an inconvenience. But maybe if you don't use it a lot, it's fine. The quality of the blade, I mean, that's another thing we didn't talk about. I didn't talk about yesterday. Who knows how good this blade is. I mean, with the price of the machine, it was, I paid $279 for it. $279 as a Northern Tool Advantage member, and got free shipping. So, certainly for that price, it is what it is for what I paid for it. So, but I did want to share this solution that I came up with this morning on, a way to ease. It's pretty easy. Loosen the cap screws and slide a piece of sheet metal under this side. And I know a different saw might come out square. Some of them might be squarer than others. It might be off the other direction. You might have to shim the other side, but it's pretty straightforward to do. So I'm going to put the camera on the stand, and we'll cut another piece of metal, and we'll see if we get a square cut. All right, let's take the framing square out. All right. Put this bar stock back in that we were using yesterday. right, let's see what we get here. All right, so I'm looking at that, and I'm going to say that's square. Yeah. All right, so I think that fixed the problem with, I mean, there's really no, there's no excuse for a tool, you know, that's supposed to cut like this to come from the factory out of square, that much out of square. But I mean, you get what you pay for. So if you do buy this, you know, you expect, you can see what you can expect from it. Okay, well, I just wanted to do this real quick follow-up to let you know there is a solution to the issue with the cuts being out of square. You know, you shouldn't have to fix your tools after you buy them in order to use them, but that's a pretty simple fix. You know, like I said, for a couple $100, $300, you know, maybe not a bad purchase, but at least, you know, you'll be aware of it if you do decide to buy one, and if you already have one and you've had a different experience, yours has been square, that might be helpful to post that in the comments. Now, one thing I didn't do yesterday was talk about the maximum dimensions of the cuts capacity here, and they're showing pipe diameter, round pipe diameter maximum is 4 3/4 at 90 degrees, 3 3/4 at 45 degrees. Can take 4 3/4 angle iron, 4 1/8 square stock, and 3.5 by 5 3/4 rectangular tubing. So in all these cases, it's showing, you know, structural dimension stock. So, okay, well, I'll just wrap this up now. Just wanted to follow up, let you know what I found. Hopefully that will help some of you guys out. So thanks for watching. See you guys next time.